In this video, we demonstrate the features of the new TruTrak Eco Autopilot. These features are automatic envelope protection, track hold, altitude hold, GPS nav, and control wheel steering. Now, let's get this flight off the ground. Now that we're at a comfortable demonstration altitude, let's engage track hold and altitude hold. This is done with a simple press and release of the left and right buttons. Since we have a flight plan already programmed into the GPS, let's follow it. To do so, press and hold the left button until the display shows Nav Toggle. Note that the aircraft turns to intercept the GPS course. Now let's see control wheel steering mode. Since both axes of the autopilot were engaged, when we press and hold the CWS button, the pitch axis stays engaged, allowing us to hand fly the roll axis. Since we are hand flying the roll axis, as long as we keep the bank angle below the preset 30 degrees, AEP just monitors what's happening. But as soon as we hit the 30-degree bank angle, the tab deflects, putting force feedback into the pilot's hand and helping him move the aircraft back down to an acceptable bank angle. Let's skip over just a little bit of flying here and come back in with the autopilot and GPS nav and altitude hold. Here we are approaching a waypoint in the GPS flight plan. Once we arrive at the waypoint and the GPS switches to the next waypoint in sequence, the autopilot will turn and intercept this new leg of the flight plan. This is all done automatically and requires no input from the pilot. Okay, that's the basics of autopilot operation, and now let's see the automatic envelope protection again. First, let's turn off the autopilot with a press and release of the left and right buttons. Now that we are hand flying the aircraft again, let's make some turns to the left. Notice the autopilot display also shows max bank angle in red, in addition to the servo tab deflection visible on the inboard portion of the right aileron. Coming up, we will see a short demonstration of AEP using a wind tunnel. The autopilot will control the trailing edge tab just as it does in flight. When the autopilot is rotated to beyond the 30-degree bank angle, the tab deflects. Again, this deflection not only helps move the aircraft back inside the desired envelope, but also gives the pilot a force feedback into the control system.